Hello, pussies, and welcome. I thought I'd change it up this week, you know. Welcome to Drinkin Thinking, episode 10. 10, double digits. I'm your host today, James.
I'm Ben.
And let's get to it. How are you?
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
Just good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Yeah. So am I.
We both are.
You slept 4 hours?
Well, in the past 4 days, maybe 12 hours altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's got you so busy?
Well, on Friday we were in work.
We were.
Then I got up the next morning at 6 because I was in film base all day, and when I have something important that I want to do, I always get up super early.
Yeah.
Then the day after that, I was shooting a movie. So I was up at 6 again, and the following day,
Working on the movie again.
I got home at 7 a.m. from the movie.
Jesus Christ.
And then last night I just didn't sleep.
Yeah. Okay, well that was your decision. I was up all night because I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a 9 a.m. class
Yes.
on Wednesdays. And I thought, I was playing till 1 and I thought, you know what, if I go to sleep I'm not going to wake up on time. It's like, fuck it, why not? So I was playing that. I'll talk more about that.
Can you not just wake up though?
What?
Can you not wake up?
No, because I'll miss my alarm or I'll put my alarm on snooze.
How do you do that?
What?
Miss an alarm.
Sleep through it. Like.
How is that possible?
It's there like fucking in my ears, and I don't know. I just kind of like, do you know how like a fridge hum can put you to sleep?
Yeah.
Alarms just not waking up. I'm solid.
They're not
as a
really
rock.
the same thing.
No, it's not. But that's how that happens.
If like a pin drops, I wake up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or I just wake up regardless.
I think I'd sleep through a fucking blizzard. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're tired. So this is gonna be an eventful episode.
Yeah.
Right. So
like we're bored recording it. Like I can't imagine what listening to it's gonna be like.
I think we've got a good lineup of discussion topics.
Fair enough.
Somewhat. So we'll get right into with the booze news. Ben, did you know that the Oireachtas, which is something to do with the Irish government?
Yes.
Parliament or something like that.
Say it again.
Oireachtas.
It's Oireachtas.
Oireachtas. Oh fuck! Sorry. I always pronounce it Oireachtas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a supervillain.
Oireachtas.
Oireachtas Supreme.
Yeah. Do you know that there's discussion in the Oireachtas right now? There's an alcohol bill being brought in. It's going to be discussed by the end of the Oireachtas term, which I didn't know they had terms. I thought it was just a consistent thing.
I thought the government was constant.
Yeah. But they're discussing a bill, and included in the bill are 2 things, and I think this is quite interesting. One, minimum pricing. So we heard about this a while ago. And it never really affected us. We never noticed it anyway. I always thought it went into effect, but just nothing really happened.
Right.
But it's still being discussed. So minimum pricing, so that'd be like, I remember it was something ridiculous, wasn't it? It was like at least $2.50 a can or something like that.
Absurd.
Yeah, that's a lot. And then this one's very odd. Curtains over drink displays.
Like literal curtains?
Curtains, yeah.
Huh. I was thinking about that sort of this morning. Not sort of. I was walking to the bus stop and I saw a taxi driving by with a huge Heineken ad on the side. So I was thinking to myself, does he get paid for having that? And then, I was thinking to myself, you can't advertise cigarettes, so it's strange that you can advertise alcohol.
Yeah,
and it's so, like, the ads are so
fun and jazzy and shit.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is in one.
Yeah.
The Coors one.
Yeah.
What's his name? The guy from Sicario.
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah,
the Heineken one.
They're funny.
It's the funny ones, yeah. Even like the Guinness one with the song, and they're all in like it's in like Nigeria, and they're all in like coloured suits.
Oh yeah. They made an actual documentary out of it.
Did they? Really? Yeah. But like, so when it says curtains, does that mean like it's gonna be like, you know, porno in the video store kind of? Yeah, in the back. You know, you go through the curtain and there's the drink section.
Huh.
It's gonna be like dark and dingy, a bit dodgy, like. Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I assume you're against it.
I'm too tired to care. I was like, when you were telling me, I was like, fine, just let it happen.
Right. Okay.
Well, curtains I don't care about.
Yeah, no.
That would actually almost make it a bit cooler.
Yeah, a bit more like mystique.
Yeah.
You know, to it. Yeah, but minimum pricing, fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Just on principle, because I can afford it, but it's just sort of that's a bit.
Oh, can you? Yeah.
Yeah.
All that YouTube money, you know,
Yeah.
which we're not getting. We don't have any yet. Soon, someday, hopefully. You know, be cool. Give me money now. Me need money a lot now. Okay, so that's our alcohol news. Anyway, so number 2, there's been what's going on in Hollywood these days that they're sweeping up every single video game property now. Again, it happened in like the early 2000s. It's happening again now. There've been this past week. There've been 2 pretty high profile stars attached to video game adaptations. Really random video game adaptations as well.
Yeah.
So you have Donnie Yen attached. You probably know from Rogue One, of course.
Yeah. I know what the Force was with me.
Yeah, exactly. Attached to Sleeping Dogs, which is a open world GTA style Hong Kong video game.
Yeah.
Where you play an undercover cop named Wei Shen, invading the triads. Wei Shen is quite young in the game, and Donnie Yen's like 50s.
At the very least, late 40s.
Late 40s, like 50s. So I thought that was kind of odd.
It is.
But
well, they said, what did they say? Did they say star?
He's starring, and I think he's a producer as well.
Right.
I'm not sure about that, but I know he's starring.
He could be starring as like a villain. Who knows?
No, he's playing Wei Shen.
He's actually playing Wei Shen.
Wei Shen, yeah.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, so straight up adaptation of the game. Yeah. And then you have, it was only announced this morning, Jason Momoa attached to play, was it Rico Rodriguez?
I don't know.
In Just Cause, the movie.
that could be good.
Yeah, but like these like the thing that puzzles me about these is that these are both very kind of movie inspired games. And it's almost like that kind of full circle of the game takes the movies, chops up all the best bits of all those movies, puts it into a game. And now they're gonna go and take the game and pull it back into a movie. Yeah,
well, because if those 2 films were to come out now, under different names, and not have anything to do with the video games, but there's that style of film, they wouldn't get nearly as much press.
Yeah,
as just attaching that name.
Because like with Just Cause, we have a Just Cause movie. It's called Triple X.
Yeah.
Or Fast and Furious. Some of the later ones. I just don't understand. Also, he's playing I think isn't Rico Rodriguez like Cuban or Mexican or something like that? He's Hispanic, and they have a Maori fella playing him.
They might just switch it up.
Yeah. Well, it's probably not going to be him. It'd be like just Jason Momoa's character. Might as well get The Rock.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, he'd definitely do that.
He'd do anything.
Yeah. For enough money.
Yeah.
He brings the star power though.
Oh yeah, he's
and the sex appeal.
Class A movie star.
Yeah. So I just think that's 2 very odd, out of the blue. Because Sleeping Dogs kind of died. It was really successful.
Yeah, and then
studio shut down. They did like some sort of quasi sequel MMO thing or something like that. Triad Wars cancelled. The sequel got cancelled,
unfortunately.
And so now they're making a movie. I just think that's kind of random. And then Just Cause 3 came out, but that's not a huge, like, massive franchise.
They just sort of survive.
Yeah. So I just think that's odd and such high profile.
It's cool though. I like it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
They'll all make great movies. Well, good movies.
Oh, it'll be fun.
They're all a certain type of game.
Yeah.
But they don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah. So, that's that. So next topic. Talk about Deadpool for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So Deadpool today was confirmed for the X-Force movie. So do you know anything about X-Force?
No.
X-Force is kind of it's sort of do you know how like Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad, they're these kind of like ragtag teams.
Yeah.
Of people who shouldn't be together. It's the X-Men of that sort of. It's kind of Black Ops. It'd be R-rated, I'd imagine.
Well,
because it suits it, like. Yeah. But they confirmed he's going to be in it. So that's nice to know. I'd always assumed he was going to be in it anyway, because it's going to be Cable. Cable's like the star, so.
Well, he seems to be the. I guess like Captain America or Iron Man of the whole R-rated X-Men universe.
Yeah.
Because he started all, and I guess he was in Logan if his teaser was attached at the beginning.
Yeah, but we didn't see the teaser.
Yeah, that's because we got it early.
Yeah.
Bitch.
But we couldn't upload the podcast till today. Oh, we never got the date, did we? What day is that?
It's this. It's
That's your job, man. Slacking.
I'm tired.
Fuck. 8th of March, yeah. So, yeah, there you go. Teaser for Deadpool 2 as well. You saw, will we talk about that?
Well, just briefly.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a parody of, I thought it was really fun. I was in stitches laughing.
There was, they played the True Romance music at the end as well.
Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, what? Because I heard someone talking about it, and
that song was written specifically for True Romance.
Yeah, by Hans Zimmer. I heard someone talking about it online, and they said the American Beauty theme song, and I thought that was strange because about 2 months ago, Eric, our friend, heard my phone ring, which is the True Romance theme song, and he said, "Oh, American Beauty."
Yeah.
It's a weird cyclical.
Yeah.
Life is a flat circle.
But I just thought I was in stitches laughing watching it. I was debating whether to see Logan again with it hopefully attached at the front.
Yeah,
but I just decided to watch it because I figured I'd probably get it spoiled from me anyway.
And has a Stan Lee cameo as well, which is funny.
Yeah, in a teaser, like. But it's just this kind of nice. It basically, if you haven't seen it, it's Deadpool. He's walking down the street in normal clothes. He sees a guy getting beaten up. So he's like, not in my neighborhood. So he runs to, does the classic kind of Superman thing. Runs to the phone booth and takes like 3 minutes or something like that to get ready. Makes a phone call and everything. Comes back out, the guy's dead. He's like, Stanley's dead. He's like, shut the fuck up, Stanley. And yeah, he just lies next to him. I think steals his wallet or some food out of his bag or something like that. And it just goes like, Deadpool. It's like, sick.
On online, like on the official movie trailer channels, it's called a short.
Short, yeah.
A short instead of a trailer or a teaser. So I think he just because he owns that suit. So I think he just said, let's
he definitely does, doesn't he?
No, he does.
He has a copy
owns,
of that. Yeah.
So I think he can just at a whim just say, I'm in a Deadpool. Let's do something Deadpool today.
Yeah.
Because I listening to it, that's just him ad-libbing as well.
Yeah. Do you see the poster? It's like a Logan billboard.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It says him in the sand.
That's funny.
Yeah, I love that. I'm so happy that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like, you just whip it on and do whatever any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just his life now. He might as well, like, Ryan Reynolds might as well just disappear and just Deadpool.
Yeah.
Forever. Like, anytime he's on a talk show, Deadpool.
And also in
terms
of critical success, that's the only one he's ever had.
No, that's not true. You had bloody Buried.
I guess so.
Buried.
I'm gonna check how much Buried.
There was another one as well.
Rotten Tomatoes. With Van Wilder.
I know he has a vast majority of his films are critically panned.
Oh yeah.
But we had that and The Voices.
The Voices didn't get good reviews.
Oh, fuck off! Really?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Buried is rocking a 65.
I'd pass. I give that a pass. That's a good movie.
It was, yeah. What's one of my favorites of his?
One of his best performances.
Yeah.
And then The Voices.
6.3 on IMDb.
The both 6. Jesus Christ. And then Deadpool's on 90 something, right? 80 something, 90 something. Okay, fair enough. Right. Okay, number 4. So before he died, Anton Yelkin filmed a short. It's called Rise.
Mm-hmm.
I think he plays a cyborg in it or some sort of robot. I've only seen a picture of it. I didn't read the synopsis, but it looks like he's some sort of robot in it. But basically, the producers of it decided to take, I believe they're taking the footage that they filmed with him and building a feature film around it.
Yeah. It's a bit cash grabby.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It really is.
From that picture, it works because it looks like it's his face projected on like a robot body.
Yeah.
So, that's just what I got from anyway. So it works that he doesn't have, they can just use like footage that they have of him.
Yeah.
Because it's CG.
Have a mostly silent kind of character.
Yeah.
They might edit it like weirdly.
I think he has like another 2 movies that are due to come out.
2 or 3 or something.
I always hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Because
sad.
Like when Paul Walker died, and Fast and Furious, whichever the last 1 was, 7, was like a year out. There was sort of a thing where
I'm gonna have to watch this movie, and he's gonna be dead.
And in my mind, it was like he was dead and alive at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I saw the movie and was like, okay, now I can not forget about him, but
we can put it to rest. Then.
Yeah. It's chapter closed. The Paul Walker chapter of my life.
Yeah. R.I.P. And okay, this one now. This came out today. A lot of this news is fresh. Netflix. I don't know if you heard about this. Netflix is testing possibility of having choose your own ending pieces.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's cool. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them on YouTube, because YouTube has annotations.
Yeah, you can click on.
And I've seen a lot of people do your own little adventure things, and they work. They're cool. So I imagine on Netflix, they're pioneers.
But it would almost turn into it'd be almost like a video game.
Well, I can't imagine it'd be it's not gonna be Punisher season 2.
No. It'll be
a specific
short films and stuff.
Little movie.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Whatever you want to.
But what would literally the show would come to a crossroads, and it's like pick one of these 2 episodes to watch next.
When you go on like Netflix on like a PlayStation or an Xbox, they have like little games that you can play that they sort of it's almost like a leaderboard where it breaks down things, and you choose, like, it goes what do you like, cats, dogs, plants, and you go, I like dogs, and it goes if you see this, are you angry, sad, annoyed, and then you click on one of the things and it breaks it down, and then it shows you a movie at the end. So they've already done like that sort of interface thing. Yeah. It's not on tellies though. Like if you have like a remote or on your phone or something, you can't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's interesting. Because if this is successful, I'm wondering where it goes from there. Like, are we gonna get almost like Until Dawn, or like Heavy Rain, or Telltale Game experiences like on Netflix?
Possibly.
Yeah, and they'll start charging us more. Because we're basically getting video games as well, live action video games. I can't imagine it would be like literally there's a crossroad in the thing, and it's like click left or click right. I'd imagine it would be whichever decision you make, watch that episode. The episode's title, the decision. You know what I mean?
No, I'd almost think it'd be the former.
Really?
That you get to choose things.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering from a technical.
Well, because you're not going to. I can't imagine you're going to be able to do it on your phone or stuff like that. It'll be like what I was saying. You'd need like a controller or a remote control.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So that's all our booze news for the week.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do which one do you want to do first? Our entertainment or our topic?
Entertainment's a part of booze news. You fucking.
It is fucking not. It is not.
No,
Go back and listen to the episode.
If you listen to any of the other ones, it goes booze news. That's when we did the John Wick review. That's when we did.
Okay, right. Go fuck yourself. Right, okay. So, we went to see Logan.
Are you gonna apologize?
Last week. What?
Are you gonna apologize?
Have you ever heard me apologize?
But also, we did an episode reviewing Logan.
We did.
That's out right now.
But that's a spoiler video. Some people don't want spoilers. So, we can talk very, very super briefly.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was good.
Go.
It was good. Okay. All right.
Was that it?
That's it.
Did you say it's good?
It's good. That's my opinion.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
your opinion?
it's good.
It's good.
It's very good.
Anything else to say?
I was just scream the ending.
Fuck.
Don't wait till after the credits.
No, don't. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Before the credits, though. Before the film. Deadpool teaser.
You've probably already seen that.
Why didn't they throw that in the end credits? I don't understand. But
yeah.
What else? Yeah. So, as I mentioned earlier, I've been playing this little video game came out on PlayStation called Horizon Zero Dawn. Mm-hmm. So, what do you know about this game, Ben?
It's set in the past future, and you play as Rose Leslie from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
that
is the gist of it.
Yeah.
So it's set. It's Guerrilla Games developed it. It's the studio dude Killzone. It's an open world kind of RPG, and I fucking hate RPG. I can't play them. I feel like I get stuck. And they're always really glitchy. I can never get into Fallout or Skyrim or any of them. But I picked this up a few days ago because I'm a PlayStation guy. I know that for a fact I would not have bought this if it wasn't a Sony PlayStation game. But I'm really happy I did because it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Is it how RPG-y is it?
It is. It's. I'd imagine it's what kind of Mass Effect. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine it's that. You don't create your own character. You play a woman named Aloy.
Yeah.
So it is set. Yeah, like you said, it's kind of past future. It's basically 1,000 years in the future. The civilization's fallen, and the world's kind of building itself back up, and the world's been taken over by these kind of robot dinosaurs, kind of prehistoric. Like this, there's a robot for everything. There's like a saber-toothed tiger. There's giant birds. And so you play a girl who's part of this tribe, and you kind of journey out to discover who your mother is and the mystery behind what happened to civilization.
Right.
So I started the game and it immediately grabbed me. Like I really did not think I was going to like it this much.
Yeah.
But it's proper. I think one of my favorite games. I'm glued to it. The best thing about it, I think, is the combat. Because RPGs, a lot of them is kind of like it's a bit,
Well, you're playing for the story, not the combat. Like Mass Effect
like
and Skyrim.
Yeah, well, Mass Effect, even compared to a third-person shooter, Mass Effect is a little bit
well, that's what I'm saying. You're playing. You're not playing it for the gameplay, like.
Yeah, but that is true, isn't it? Like, the gunplay is not quite as sharp.
Yeah.
This is the best ranged combat I think I've ever played in the game.
Ever?
I think so. Right. One is most of your weapons are you have a bow and arrow.
Right.
But you can as you upgrade your bow and arrows, you can like get different arrows. So you have like shock ones, explosive ones, all that shit. And the hit detection is incredible. Like, because different creatures have different like weaknesses. So for example, there's bits you can shoot off them. So one of them might, let's say there's a saber-toothed tiger.
Right. He
has a rocket launcher, like a sting sticking off his shoulder that shoots rockets. So you can shoot that off and you can't shoot rockets anymore. And then they all have kind of different weaknesses, like ice or fire or whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's just really deep, and because you have to kind of pinpoint
places.
The hit detection's really like on point. Like and when you hit like. I don't think I've ever felt as badass playing a game. Just when he cracks a fucking little raptor thing square in the eye and it just drops down. And just the sense of scale, like, I remember the first time I came across. Every time you find a new thing, I think there's 20 different creatures in it. Right. Some of them are kind of like, here's a saber-toothed tiger, and here's an armored saber-toothed tiger with a rocket launcher on its back. But that's kind of rare. Like, you never get more than 2 variants of something. But like there's giant alligators and shit, and every time you come across one, you're there like fuck. It's like what can this do? And it's actually really hard. It's a hard game, but it never feels cheap. Every time you die, you know what you did wrong, and you go back in, and you know to prep. I've never been one for like crafting shit in games, or like sticking mods on weapons, but like I'm super into this. And I know already you're listening and you're never gonna play it. But I really fucking recommend you do. I really do.
Play it.
It's a really good game. You should come over to my house one day and have a go over for a few hours and see what you think.
They're doing a cool thing on their Twitter. I think it's on their Twitter. It's on something anyway. On their social media for their ad campaign, where they, for each region, they're changing their ads. So for us, it's her, and in the background it's the GPO, and it's all decayed and shit.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like in France, they'd have their own iconic building.
Oh, that's cool. Because I think it's set in. Because I remember I found this yolks you can find. They're called Vantages, and you have this little yoke in your ear. It's like a high tech thing. I like the way it blends like prehistoric shit with tech, but it lets you see kind of into the past, sort of. So like a big kind of window comes up and like you're looking out on the distance. So let's say there's this broken down stadium all covered in moss and you see what it looked like before.
That's cool.
And it said Denver Stadium, so I think it takes place in Colorado. As far as I can tell, but like there's so many different there's a forest, there's mountains, snowy mountains, there's jungle, there's desert.
Yeah.
There's all these different environments. So it is hard to place it. I wonder if it's like this is America now. This is all of America.
Yeah,
That's all that's left because 1,000 years in the future.
Long time.
How long ago was Pangea?
Millions of years ago.
Okay, well then I suppose 1,000 years is not long. Okay, yeah, it wasn't Pangea when Jesus was like halfway to Jesus. Rome existed, didn't it?
What?
Like Romans were 1,000 years. No, they were like ages before, wasn't it? What was 1,000 years ago?
The Romans killed Jesus, so that would have been 2,000 years ago. At the very
yeah, but
latest.
Romans like exist
a couple thousand years before that. Like.
Yeah, well, what was like 1,000 years ago?
Like the Crusades and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so that's England and shit. It was kings, monarchies, all that. Yeah. Okay.
What are you trying to say?
I'm tired. I don't know. Just fucking buy it. It's good. It's really good. Okay. Yeah. So I'd strongly recommend the Drinkin Thinkin seal of approval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
You gonna play it?
No. I'm not really like into games.
No.
And that again, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
So right now I'm not into games. But
No.
like I was supposed to get Resident Evil the day it came out, and it's 2 months later.
I haven't bought a new game since I think Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
The last new game I bought. And that was like a year ago.
Mm.
I got second-hand games and older games, but yeah, first like new 60 quid. Worth every penny.
Yeah.
20 hours in, still a bit to go. But yeah, loving every second of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. So you play a female in this game.
Oh, yeah.
And by happenstance, today happens to be International Women's Day.
Yeah.
So Ben, who's your favorite fictional woman?
Do you want to go first?
No.
Okay.
I'll
I'll be thinking.
Okay.
On air.
Okay, I'll go. My one is my pick. I know you're gonna hate this. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. Harley Quinn.
Ugh.
Why ugh?
She's terrible.
She's a great character. She's so good.
So bad.
I'm not crazy about. I like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but I'm more thinking like the animated series, Batman animated series, or Arkham. I love her in Arkham. But then Joker's my favorite male character, my favorite character of all time.
Right.
So it's a bit of a cop out to say, well, his girlfriend is my favorite.
That's the thing, because she's not a character, like.
Why?
She
can't stand on her own.
She's just there to add something to the Joker, you know.
I don't think so.
And even at that, for international.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, for International Women's Day, like, she's a terrible. Weak.
Sexed up, fucking.
Weak character, like.
She's not a weak character.
She is. Even in the movies, the new movies, when they're trying to make Margot Robbie like, you know, she's getting like her own little spin-off and stuff now. They're trying to give her a little bit of a backbone, but she's still a weak character, like.
Yeah, because she goes back to Joker at the end of the movie, so.
And he tries to fucking kill her.
Undercuts all of her character development.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the shit she wears.
Can I go again?
Okay.
Elena Fisher from last year's model.
Yeah.
From Uncharted. I love her too.
Yeah, that's good.
She's great.
That's good.
Strong character. That's a non-sexed up character.
Yeah, definitely. Independent, you know.
Yeah, you know, as competent, if not more, than the men in the.
Well, even saying that,
game.
The question really wasn't. What's your favorite independent, strong woman?
No, it's favorite female character.
Yeah, so I guess Harley Quinn. Well, she's just a bad character, like.
I like her.
Yeah.
I like her design-wise,
and
I like watching her. She's fun. Yeah, fun character.
Yeah. So
who's yours?
Well, the obvious ones are probably Ripley.
Ripley's gone.
Sarah Connor.
Not
when Emilia Clarke played her. When Linda Hamilton.
I'm not particularly crazy about Sarah Connor.
Why not?
I don't know. Doesn't
she?
I like her in T2, but like
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, badass
in the
one.
first one, she's just a passable character. The Genesis, what's it called? Genesis.
Genesis.
No, isn't it spelt really weird with a Y or some shit?
Yeah.
Well, Emilia Clarke fucking murdered her because Emilia Clarke's a bad actress.
Yeah.
But she was fantastic.
Well,
too.
hang on. Rewind.
Yeah.
Did you just call Emilia Clarke a bad actress?
Yeah.
The lead actress in the biggest TV show in the world.
Yeah.
Is a bad actress.
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
She's
in bad things. She's in some bad things.
She's
in some bad things, but I think she's a good actress.
She's terrible.
No, she's not. She's not a bad actress.
Ugh.
Emilia, I'm sorry. He doesn't know.
Yeah. But she's fantastic in T2.
Emilia Clarke?
No. Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor. Yeah. Okay. Ripley, that would be a good one.
Yeah. I
really want I saw Naka brought out Ripley and Newt 2-pack. I saw it in Dundrum. I was in the GameStop. It's like a GameStop and a comic book shop thing.
Yeah.
They don't sell comics though. It's called Geek Squad or something. Or Geek Block. Nerd Block. No, Nerd Block's a different thing. Anyway, some sort of merch shop. But I saw it there and I was like, I kind of want that. Yeah. Even though like I like aliens, but I'm not like a massive aliens fan. You know, but I love the universe.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I agree with you. What? Because they build this universe the universe and aliens. Yeah. They build it up, and when stuff like Prometheus and the new aliens looks like they're sort of doing it too, where they're focusing on backstory and like adventure and like exploring and stuff like that instead of just monsters and aliens.
Just make it cool. Scary again. Make it a horror,
Aliens
like
2,
straightforward.
Aliens 2 is the best one.
Yeah.
And that was just an action movie.
Yeah.
But she's great.
Ripley's going.
Much like Sarah Connor, where she's in the first film, she's
it's exactly
a weak,
isn't it? Yeah.
A weak sort of character, and it's just a good like arc they both have.
Yeah.
That's very believable. And when they start fucking killing, be it monsters or aliens, you believe it.
And then they turn to clones.
Well, she does. I don't think Sarah Connor.
Could you ever see someone else playing Ripley?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, even your one, I think that was her name, Katrina Waterston, the girl in the new one, Katrin Waterston, the girl for the new Aliens.
Yeah.
She looks a lot like Sigourney Weaver. Like she has the short hair and she was wearing the same clothes. Yeah. I think they could easily recast her, but they won't. Because why?
Yeah, I mean, like
she's not the movie, like the series.
Yeah, it's I always hate when they reboot for no reason.
It's
nice to have the kind of lore that you've kept. I know it's like, you can scratch away the bad ones. I'm perfectly fine with that. Fucking Halloween 1, 2, chuck the rest away.
Yeah.
Here we go again. What's her name in Halloween?
Pardon?
Halloween, the chick's name. I said chick.
Wow.
The strong female.
She's not strong. She's not strong female.
She is, yeah.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not. I can't really remember the later ones, but the first one she's not.
What's her bloody name?
The actress or the character?
Character.
I don't know.
I'm blank on the actress too. Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's the one. That's the one.
Laura. I don't know. Dead air. All right, so your pick is Ripley.
Or Sarah Connor.
Or Sarah Connor. It's good choices. Good choices.
Yeah.
And your favorite? So we said fictional.
Mm-hmm.
How about your just favorite woman? So this can be someone alive, dead, someone in your life, a celebrity. Well, maybe not someone in your life.
Yeah, well, I'd probably say my mother or my grandmother. Real women. I hate I hate them.
Let's just rail on women.
I bleeding hate them. No, I don't know. Modern times is not many.
Okay, you can go historically.
Do you want to go first?
Dibs. Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
Yeah. Badass.
Was she?
Yeah.
She did one thing.
Fuck yeah, She's like, no, I'm not fucking moving. Piss off, cracker. And then causes a shitstir.
Yeah.
I don't know. Inspirational, I think.
Yeah.
That's the easy answer.
I don't know.
Do you know what I learned
What you know?
the other day? Coco Chanel?
Yeah.
Do you know she was like a Nazi conspirator?
What do you mean by Nazi conspirator?
Like she was
Nazis?
Yeah, like she worked with the Nazis to like take out all her rivals and shit.
And
Coco, banging a Nazi.
And what does she
Chanel?
That's like
the
perfume.
spray, like perfume.
Yeah.
You always see you see her CG'd like in ads and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's mental. She's like wildly revered. We turned this from a positive into a negative now.
We named one woman, and then we went, and then the rest of them like Nazis.
Yeah. Marilyn Monroe was coming as well. I like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Although she had kind of a tragic.
Well, she was murdered.
I think so.
By the Kennedys.
Yeah. By the Kennedys.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because she was banging both of them, and the brothers.
Yeah.
And there was all like phone calls and stuff, and because I think she was like in cahoots with the mob, and she knew that they were also, the Kennedys were in cahoots with the mob. Yeah, and then
she was known for hanging out with gangsters.
Yeah. And then she was found like with 4 times, like it was something crazy, like it was like the Elvis thing where she had so many pills in her that they
she couldn't possibly taken them all. Like,
they formed like a shell in her stomach because
yeah,
there's so many. I don't know, actresses I'd probably go for. Yeah.
Jane Levy?
No.
No?
Nah. I don't know. Cleopatra's pretty cool.
Cleopatra is pretty cool, you know.
Yeah. There's loads of good ones in like World War II.
Yeah. Couldn't name any though.
I don't know, those were like Russian. He was like really good with a rifle.
Is that the one they made the game about?
Possibly. What was the game?
It was like you play as a woman. She like, I think it was based on a real woman, and it was like a stealth game.
Right.
And it was like World War II. You know, kill Nazis. You can disguise yourself as a Nazi and shit. I can't. What was it called? Fuck. I don't know. I can't remember. Silent something assassin, something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was. I think that was an alternate history thing though.
Was it?
Yeah, like there was some future stuff in there.
No, that was like a. There was
dreams. There was dreams. There was like dream sequences in that game.
Yes, yeah. Where like you're covered in like a bloody dress or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm coming off. I think I'm coming off like sexist, but that question was sprung on me, so I haven't got a chance to think.
Well, I told you about it before we started.
2 seconds before.
To be fair, we're tired and we didn't really prepare for this episode, but I think it's been entertaining.
Well, we're losing our minds.
Yeah. This
is one I'm probably not going to listen to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Yeah.
How far in are we?
I don't even know.
I'll have a look. Keep them entertained.
So, any ladies listening, I apologise. But James is rather sexist. You know. I try and shh. Well.
You know I can hear you in there.
How much? What time are we at?
We're 40 minutes almost.
It's
a bit short, isn't it?
Yeah. Well.
So what's after breakfast, man?
Like I was saying beforehand, I was shooting a movie the last 2 nights.
Yeah. I've been eating?
A World War One, well not really, a World War One movie, and for the past 2 nights I've been standing in a muddy field for literally the entire night in the cold. And we were catching colds then. Like the second day we were all like, fuck, we're getting sick. And this morning I was on the bus and I was like, I need to get off the bus. First of all, I was falling asleep in the bus.
Yeah.
But also I had to get off around halfway into town because like I'm gonna get sick. And I just had to walk, so I can't eat. Like I feel sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've just been eating M&Ms.
Yeah. I've been alone in the house for the past few days.
Any ghost activity?
No, I haven't had a ghost in a while. There's only after I think there was 1 or 2 that happened after that we didn't mention.
Yeah.
On the podcast, but no, aside from that, it's ghost free.
Ghost free.
Yeah, which I'm happy about because I'm in the house on my own.
Yeah.
The past few days. It's quite freeing. You know, I like being able to cook bacon at 1 a.m.
Any would-be criminals out there, he's at home alone. There's no one in the house right now.
No one in the house right now.
Yeah, your house actually might get broken into.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
Yeah, because
when this comes out.
Well, you know, you're.
I'm what?
He owns a rifle. Don't break into his house.
Yeah, don't break into my house. Nobody knows. No one knows where I live.
We know a lot of people who listen to this, and all those people who listen to this are like.
Yeah, there's people gonna rob my house.
Cretins. Yeah, they're all burglars.
I don't think me saying that my house is empty at the time of recording this house makes it likely that it's gonna get broken into.
Why?
Well, because I'm home a lot now.
But even at that,
if I think I'm home more now because my parents are gone than I am.
You're like right now. You're not in home. People know that you're in college. You know.
Yeah, but this is our free time we're doing this in.
Yeah, but people know that you're a college student. So traditionally, they can say, "Well, from morning to afternoon, he's probably not there." Yeah.
Well,
and
not
a lot of
necessarily. We days off. We're almost finished college.
Yeah.
Don't break in my house, guys.
And people who listen to this are people that we know, and a lot of them
don't like me.
Yeah, and sort of, you know, criminals.
Yeah.
Low life, scum. Fuck you.
Yeah. Gary in Massachusetts, don't break in my house, please. Thanks. Right, we call it. Wrap this bitch up.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Drinkin Thinkin. I've been your host, James, with the always entertaining Benjamin.
Oh, I almost forgot my name.
You can follow us on Facebook at Drinkin Thinkin Podcast, all one word, no G's, no apostrophes. You can follow us on Twitter at DT_podcast. Also, you know, if you like what we're slinging to you, you know, you can hit that little subscribe button. Leave a comment down below, you know, share with your friends maybe, you know. It'll help us out a little bit. You know, pretty sweet. Yeah. And we will see you next week. Talk hard.